So next up, I've got Exciter from Depeche Mode. I really like Depeche Mode. I haven't always liked Depeche Mode. It was kind of something I had to grow into. I've mentioned earlier, I was always a big metal guy, big rock fan. And growing up, my mom was a former like 80s goth, and every now and then she'd play Depeche Mode or like Susie Sue, The Cure, throw a little Duran Duran. I just didn't get it. I mean, it was boring. Where was the speed, the technicality, all the hooks? Every song just felt like it went on forever. But then I heard him cover Enjoy the Silence. Then I heard Lacuna Coil cover Enjoy the Silence. And it kind of got me thinking, well, every fucking cover of Enjoy the Silence is good. Maybe it's not the band, maybe it's the song itself. Maybe I need to go back and revisit this. So I go back, I start checking out more Depeche Mode. I picked up the Violator album. Oh my god. I mean, nowadays, I absolutely 100% respect what these guys did. In my opinion, they are some of the best songwriters to come out of the 80s. And you look at what they're up against, that's no small feat. But every song is beautifully written. The lyrics, the music, they manage to give atmosphere to every one of their songs. And the entire time they are doing it, it never feels like they're selling out. It always feels like Depeche Mode. It feels like these guys sat down and said, we are going to do what comes to us naturally. Now, this is actually the fourth album from them that I own. And I bought this with the other ones. I was so excited. I love finding Depeche Mode albums in the wild. And, I bring this bag of CDs home. My kids have a babysitter, and she's really cool. Great taste in music. She plays synth, big into goth, industrial, and metal, and I love talking music with her. So I pull the stack of CDs out, and I'm showing her, and she's going through. She's like, all right, very cool, very cool, very cool. And then she gets to this one, and I'm almost kind of proud. Like, all right, it's Depeche Mode. She's gonna like Depeche Mode. She's gonna be happy about what I found. And she looks at it. She goes, ooh, Exciter, huh? Not their best one. That's the last thing you want to hear or see when you're proud of buying something. Is someone going, ooh, that one? Honestly, the whole reason that I'm doing this CD now is to get it out of the way. I have a whole stack of CDs, but her reaction made me think so little of this. I said, for the love of God, let's rip the band-aid off. Just fucking listen to it for a week so you can be done with it. And you know what? The next time I see her, I'm going to very respectfully say, what the fuck are you talking about? This was good. Now, I'll give her this. This was a lot slower than I expected it to be. Not that Depeche Mode are known for their speed, but every song kind of feels like it drags on a little bit. It's more about the atmosphere with this album. And you really got to look for the hooks. But when you find them, fuck. Now, if you're going to check this out, I'll give you a couple suggestions, but let me just start off with this. This is for someone who already likes Depeche Mode. If you're seeing this and you think, you know what, I think I'm going to give them a shot, don't start with this one. Go ahead, message me. I'll give you some really good suggestions. Don't start with this. if you're already a fan, you haven't heard this album, first one that you need to go listen to, Goodnight Lovers. Fuck. It's beautiful. I've never heard a more beautiful breakup song. You know, and from reading the lyrics, the whole idea behind the song is essentially him saying, look, I understand that you don't love me, but I'll be here waiting for when you want to love me. And it's done in such a way that the song almost feels like a lullaby. Very softly sung. And you don't even catch what the meaning of the song is at first because it's so soothing and calming. Then you read the lyrics and you realize the calmness, it's coming from the fact that the songwriter has already accepted the fact that what he wants isn't going to happen, and he's okay with it. Now, I will say that is the slowest song on this album, for sure. If you want something a little more upbeat, The Dead of Night. The Dead of Night and I Feel Loved. The Dead of Night is almost bluesy. You know, it's got such a great groove to it. Dun, 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 dun. So good. It feels like Black Number One from Typo Negative to me. You know how when you put Black Number One on, it sounds so great and sexy, and it's got such a wonderful rhythm to it. And then you read the lyrics and you realize that for 13 minutes, Pete Steele has just been fucking with you and making fun of goth girls. That's what The Dead of Night is, except for goth boys. It seems mainly aimed at like Silver Spoon type, I'm gonna go do this because mommy and daddy bought me the stuff to go do it. Not that there's anything wrong with that, as long as you're not a dick. But apparently, to Depeche Mode, there is something wrong with it. Again, great song though. So catchy. I Feel Loved. When I first saw the title, I really expected that to be one of the worst songs. It's dark. It's hooky. It is the fastest song on here. And the whole meaning behind it is the guy's, from what I read, he was having a horrible, horrible day. Just one of the worst days of his life. And at the end of the night, after all this shit's happened to him, he looks in the mirror and he goes, you know what? I feel loved. Someone in this universe must love me so much to make me feel so powerful of an emotion. I mean, and that's one hell of a way to look at something like that. So there you go. The Dead of Night, I Feel Loved, Goodnight Lovers. You're interested, go check those songs out. Now, booklet-wise, one thing I really don't like about Depeche Mode packaging is their stuff always feels so boring. Most of the time, it's just like a fucking plant. Front does fold out. You got a couple pictures of the band. Back also folds out. And then on the inside, basic lyric. So, definitely worth checking out if you're already a fan of Depeche Mode. If not, do not start with this one. Of course, you can find on Amazon, you can find on Spotify, but look at local music stores. Keep those stores alive. Keep music alive. Keep physical media alive. You have this CD, no one can take it away from you. If you disagree with me, please let me know. If you have some suggestions on things I might like based off of this, let me know. But if you disagree, just please remember, I'm one guy with my own personal taste. You can disagree, that's fine. But we don't have to be dicks about it.